Okay. All right, my friends, guys, gals, painting pals. We're gonna have a good time when we do this one. Let me tell you what I've done so far to the canvas. It's a 22-inch by 28-inch canvas. They only come in white, so you have to black it out first. Now, what we did was we took our Liquitex black gesso, and I blacked out the entire canvas. And because it's gesso, it dries very quickly. About 10 minutes, the whole thing's dry. Once it was all dry and it came time to paint this painting, we covered it in our Bob Ross liquid clear, or Grumbacher's liquid clear, or linseed oil will work. Whole canvas, wiped it off with a paper towel. Then I added blue across the top, little patch of our phthalo green, a little bit more blue, a little bit more phthalo green, a little bit more blue, and just let them mix in on the canvas so we'll have all sorts of different colors out there in the night. Now, let's do a cool little scene, similar to what I did earlier today, a little practice. By the way, you can find the practice painting. It's number 1829. This is 1831. So if you like this one, go over to paintwithjosh.com. It's right there on the homepage. Let's get a little bit of our white paint. Let's start depositing it. Because we have our blue that's already wet on the canvas, it's allowing all of those colors to blend and blend and blend. If you just had a black canvas, you would have really white paint in your top corner that wouldn't go anywhere, right? The more paint that we add up there, the brighter it gets and the further it will travel along your top of your sky. I don't want the sky to be very bright, right? We want it to be kind of dark like that, just a little bit. Almost looks like we're underwater, just almost, right? Remember, check in, tell me where you're watching from. Like the video if you're watching over on YouTube, even if you're watching after the fact, right? Even if we're not live anymore, like that video, because it really helps much more than you might think it does, okay? Just like that, a little bit bigger space over here, a little bit smaller space over there. And we're gonna be looking good, okay? We don't need to have too many clouds. You don't have to put a moon into your scene, but if you wanted to add a moon, let's get a filbert brush, which looks like the point of your fingertip. It's just a little round brush. We're just gonna put our paint on the one side. We're gonna get up here, we're gonna plop in, right up there, right? The brightest part of our sky. Right? Plop it in, then twist the brush. We're rotating the brush around into a circle, flat against the canvas like that. And pull away. Got yourself a little moon out there in the night. Yes, in the night. Okay, now, once we get that done, your sky is pretty much done. You don't need to do much more than that, okay? Very simple, very quick little wave, even though it's on a big old canvas. We're just gonna do one monster wave. So we're gonna get a little bit of our white onto our fan brush. Come in here into your phthalo green eye of your wave and just light it up. Explode. Just a bunch of color out there. Okay, we'll come back with a clean, dry brush. We'll start to mix that color. Now, because there's all these dark paints on our canvas, right? This color is going to blend away and become darker and darker and darker. And depending on how you want yours, sometimes you come back and make it a bit brighter again. It's just like a swimmer. Bring on one end, a little tail as it goes out that side. Get up here and mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. Very soft. The more you mix it, the softer it'll get. Velvet. Gorgeous. Right? And you're like, what is that, John? Well, she's about rolled my ankle, my guys and gals and painting pals. That's the eye of our wave, right? When we need to blend it out, we make it nice and soft. Then we'll pull our titanium white out all the way flat. Okay, come in here, little teeny tiny amount onto the edge of our palette scrapey tool. Now, if this is the eye, we know our wave is rolled up and if it's about to crash over, and this is gonna be one big wave on the entire canvas. So let's leave a good space in between, right? Maybe we leave a good inch or so. We'll have our wave kind of rolling up and getting all crazy and weird, knowing that we're gonna hit it with our brush anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You don't have to add too many little details with your palette knife at this point. Okay? Remember, leave a little gap. We're gonna come up here, we're gonna kind of roll it over, now start crashing down, but we're not gonna do it from the same angle. As you can see, the wave itself this is the peak, and then everything's gonna get lower and lower and lower and lower as we're going, right? So you get onto your peak, drop off of it, roll it down, maybe turn the angle a little bit, like our little old butt shape wave, our little butt cheek waves that we used to do. I called them a heart shape. Other people tended to think they looked like a little butt. So, just like that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that looking neat? We don't have to do any backwater. We don't have to have anything out there. And all it is, as you can see, right, clearly, very short right here, and then it gets longer and longer and longer. Right down to the center is its longest point, then it starts getting shorter and shorter and shorter as it goes up that way. That one is looking so cool, you guys. I'm already digging it. Right, and again, all we're really worried about is this downward angle right here. So you got your peak, let's go down, and you can kick it into an upward angle on that side. Just like that. Don't do too much, my friends. Don't do too much. Now, let's drop down with our, actually let's get a little liquid white. Little bit, little liquid white, little titanium white, just so they'll run together. Drop it down here. Remember, we need a big amount of space, probably a whole 2-inch brush down there. So let's drop down real far. Push real hard with our blade and just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. The more paint is going to fall off your little palette scraping tool, the harder you're going to have to push in order to keep having it come out. Right, so down, 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 just sideways, back and forth, cutting it sideways, and then we're starting at a higher point, ending at a lower point. Really cool. This one's going to turn out rad. Oh my goodness, I forgot to go live on Facebook. Tonight's Friday. It's Friday, you guys, and I forgot to go live on Facebook. Well, it is what it is. Just have to watch the YouTube video, I guess. There we go. So we're pulling these off literally horizontally. So no matter what, it's being pulled off horizontal. And where you're at, straight to the side. Okay? It's going to look really cool. Now, let's leave that stuff there for a second, okay? We're going to come back in here. We're going to grab a little bit of our liquid white, a little bit of our titanium white, about a 90-10 mix, so it's kind of runny. Let's get up here. This is why we leave this big old gap, because we're going to start coming up here and smacking along, hitting it harder so you get a bigger spray at the top. And now we're going to get down below the waves. Let's get that arc. Same thing, except we crisscrossed over it, okay? Start dipping down below, dropping off all these smacks. Right? Just slapping at the canvas, wherever. Smack it, tap it, mush it, push it, whatever. Just don't leave too many spaces in between. If they're like this and you got all these gaps in between, it's just not going to look right. So go back in, get your paint, come back in here, and just smack it. Push, boom, you guys, it's all over the place. Right? Is any part about this similar, or is it all the same, or is it all different? Right? You guys answer me the question. Does this look all the same, or does it look all different? Because that's my question to you. What do you think? Come back in with a little 1-inch brush. What do you think? Is it all the same, or is it all different? Oh, that's cool. It is my birthday tomorrow, you guys. So if you were thinking about purchasing a painting, I mean, as a sweet birthday present, tonight's one would be cool for you to get, right? So, and then tomorrow I'll probably be back, and we'll probably do another show. It's the birthday show. We gotta do it every year. Right? So now that we have all this paint up here, and none of it looks at all similar, we can come in here and start mixing it up. And this is why we leave ourselves a gap in between. So we know the paint's gonna wanna grow down. As it starts growing down and getting bigger and bigger, it's mixing in with those darker colors, right? Looking more and more like a cloud of mistiness. Now remember, no matter what, we do it twice. So no matter what it looks like on the first go, we're gonna come back in, we're gonna hit it again. Don't you worry. Just mix it up. Bam. This whole thing, holy cow. That is gorgeous, right? We've still got a bit of a dark separator in between the eye and the actual crashing watery bit at the top. You can come up here and make those guys a little softer as well, just like they're breaking up as they're about to flow over the edge. Right? So many little things we can do. Maybe we dipped it down a little bit. Just mushing it in there, right? Feeding our white, giving it a starting point so we can then come back in just very lightly. And I'm talking about so light. Get that water to bust off like that. Looking really cool, you guys. Really cool. A little bit more of my liquid white and my titanium white. So we can start to change this, make it a little taller. Bang, right there. Get that wavelength of a shape. So this side would be eventually a little higher. Fill that guy in just a little bit. You get all this water and all this stuff to look like it's breaking up, flowing over the edge. All these little things, the more that you mix, the more that you touch it, the more it's all going to look exactly the same. So you got to decide, when do you want it to be done? How much do you want to do? How bright do you want it to be? Come back in, mix up a little bit of our liquid white, titanium white mix. Go back over it, do it again. Right? This time we're going to do it a couple times less. We don't need all the water out here. We don't need it to be as full as it was before. Just tap them in, literally at random, wherever they want to be. Right? Some of them might be a little bit bigger, some might be a little bit smaller, or whatever. We're just giving it some room to blend together. Right? So we've got some bigger spaces in between these guys. That way, when we come back in and we mix it up, we're going to touch it less. We're going to be more flippant, not worry about it so much. Right? Because we're just going to come back and spray over it anyway. So it doesn't really matter what it looks like, as long as it looks different, right? If we mix it all up and did it exactly the same, we wouldn't have any bright areas or dark areas or difference, because they would all be exact, right? We don't want it to all look exactly the same. So, just like that, pretty cool little thing. Mix it right on down to your white and leave a little bit of a dark separation in between these two bits of color. Now, check this out. We're gonna come in here with our 2-inch brush. Big old monster, doesn't even matter if it's got some blue paint on it or whatever, just dab it off on a paper towel. Then we're gonna take all this stuff backwards. Are you ready? Are you ready? Man, we got 963 people watching, but we've only got 9,000 taps on the screen? Guys, something's wrong there. We gotta tap a little bit faster, right? Okay, here we go. Take our big old 2-inch brush. I do not want this paint to come up here and reach this paint. So as you're dragging, if it does do that, pull your brush away. Okay. Now here. Bang, a little bit more. Flatter as we go outwards, right? Creating that look like it's going to eventually curve in and slide up right into our wave. We don't need it to be so bright. We don't need anything really beyond that. Take the front, slide the front out a little bit more. It'll make more sense. Right? Every time I do it, I never get it right on the first go. I'm always gonna slide it out a little bit, dragging it, extending it again, making it a little bit skinnier up here, bigger down here. So you still get that downward sort of thing. Look at that colors in this. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What if we just drag this thing out all the way over here? Just like, oh guys, I can see it. I can see it, right? We're taking all the color, lots of pressure, pulling it this way, dragging it out. We want a little bit of color down there. We don't need a whole lot. We just need a little bit for this next little thing that's about to happen. You guys, that looks really cool, dude. Really cool. Get better brands of paint? Well, I use the Bob Ross brand, the Winsor & Newton brand, and the Gamblin 1980 brand. Plus Meaden, we use Meaden too. The blue on this canvas is actually the Meaden blue. That ultramarine blue. Oh, look at it, guys, it's cool. Okay, now, this might take you a while if you don't have a little thing like this dude, right? This part could take you a fair amount of time. All it is a giant spatula, right, that you use when you do like a tile floor. But we're gonna use it exactly how we would use our palette scrapey tool. I'm gonna get my paint right along the edge over here, flatten it out, scrape up along so we get this roll that's out on the edge, just like we always do, guys. Right, we're gonna turn it over. We're gonna decide maybe here and just touch and go and let it flow. Right, the more that you have up there, the more it's going to flow downward or flow backwards away from our edge. Very light amount of paint. Right, we don't want to do too much. We don't want to have too much gripping on there. And the more that you slide it back up into our waves, drag it away. Right, it's just a big old palette tool is all it is. That's all you need. A little bit of our white. You can do it from all the way along the edge of our canvas and swipe over we're going to have all this stuff in here, guys. And it's going to be so cool. Right? We want all these little different bits in our watery area. Just like that. The more that we do, the more paint you're going to use, of course, right? But the cooler it's going to be as well, as you can get these guys to just kind of break off of there, float up into our little watery scene. It's going to make it look more realistic if we've got that stuff in there. Right? We're going to change our angle now. Come from down here. There. Dragging that guy across. It may come off differently each time, and it's okay. It is okay, guys. Seriously. There, that's a good bit of texture in here. Back over there. How do you want yours to look as you're going in and doing it? Because you have to have some differences, right? We gotta have light, we gotta have dark, so let's not try to put on too much of this paint. There you'll have your light areas and your dark areas sliding back up into our wavy scene. Not everything has to go so far. That white on there. Excellent. How do you want it to look? Because again, every time that you go to do one, you can do it a bit differently, have it slide a bit differently, act a bit differently, look a bit differently. All up to you. Just long strokes. Make sure they're long, guys. Long deals across your whole canvas, and it will make it look more realistic than just having all one color. I mean, you guys tell me, am I wrong? Does it not look more realistic that way? You tell me. I can take it. No one tell me. Let me know. There we go. All these crazy thick things. Now, remember, painting this thick is going to take a little while to dry, so think about that when you're going to do it. Look at that, dudes. That's cool. Cool, man. Again, how much brightness, how much paint, how much of a drag are you using when you're doing yours? You can come through and cut. Same that we use our other palette scrapey tool, right? Literally trying to get it on there, make it look neat. That's cool. I like that. We got our smaller little palette tool. Moving some different things and different bits and just extending them out, because all we're doing is painting these things that live on top of our wave and connected to all this other white stuff down in here, right? You never have to worry about doing every detail when you're painting the ocean, because it's so random, right? You have all these little random things that are flying up over here, coming down over there, it's that and the other. We are the ones in control of how much of those we get to see, what the angles are like. Go back in, just change it up a little so it's not perfect. If you ever have one like perfect spot, go back and change it so it's not perfect, right? And the more not perfect it is, the more realistic it's gonna look, to me anyway. I don't know about to you guys, but to me, it looks more realistic. Now, let's do one little thing. Let's take this guy. Just to take away my little palette scrapey tool marks. Just give it one light brushing. Very light, very light, very light. Just remember, we're changing our angles. We're getting wider and more flat as we get down here. Much more of a circular motion as we're getting in there. It's an awesome looking wave, you guys. That is awesome, guys. I'm cereal. I am super cereal. Okay. Here's my most favoriteest part, and that's when we come in and we flick all the spray onto the painting, okay? Now, in order to do that, you need to have some very runny paints. What I like to use is our liquid white, and it's a very runny oil blending medium, similar to linseed oil, but it's white, and that's what we use as our base coat on our white canvases. Versus on this guy, we used our liquid clear, which is like linseed oil, on our black canvases. That way we didn't cover up too much of the black. Oh, is that not the coolest looking wave? Okay, let's see what we can do out on this big old palette scrapey tool. And then we'll come over here, and pop it out, put it down on the edge, just like this. And then we're gonna drag through it from different angles, right? So if you want it to look like it's coming from a different way, we're gonna flick it, flick it, flick it. How far do you want your flicks? How much spray do you want to have coming off of your wave? Right? Flick it towards the side. It makes it look like it's throwing the water versus just straight flicks onto it, right? Because our palette scrapey tool is so big, we can keep going and going and going and going. How many little sprays do you want? What do you want your spray to look like? All these things are up to you guys. And remember, it is my birthday tomorrow. So if you could go ahead and grab this painting during this live show, that would really, just really make me happy. That's really. Throwing it off to the side, over here, bang. Launching in all these crazy bits. Oh, is that not the coolest looking thing you've ever seen? All of this, it's all random, right? Because that's what it looks like out there in the ocean. It's all random. You can do.
She's not that hard.
Cool, guys. Oh, that's awesome. That I like. Grab a heck of a lot more blue in here. Dump in some blue areas too, just with our pure crushing blue or phthalo blue oil paints. Right, we'll get them dark areas to form in our waves. We'll have some bit of difference. Right? And it doesn't all have to be exactly the same. You can have little places, little stuff, and little bits of brightness, of darkness. It's all up to us. And how do you see the ocean when you look at it? It's going to be different than how someone else might see it when they look at it. So, work at it until you like how it looks. And you can be done. Look at that, dudes. Dudes. Just a touch. There. Right across that guy. Yes. Right, the more we do, the more of it will disappear. So, how do you want it to look in your brain? You're in control. We're gonna get some more of our white out as well. I have enough white if you want to do a painting like this. That is cool. And little things, little bits, right? That's perfection because it's not this dedicated thing. There is no perfect way to paint this stuff. It is exactly how you see it, exactly how you want it to be. Whatever you feel like it should look is exactly what it should look like. And all it is tons of our paint. Get it to float across. There we go. There. There, guys. See that stuff? Isn't that cool? Just quite literally the coolest thing you've ever seen. There. Yes. All right, gotta have enough paint on the palette scrapey tool. And then enough of that pressure to let it float off different ways. Bigger, thicker, a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner, whatever. It's all up to us. Every time we go to do it, we can do it a little different. Okay, you want it to be really thick and crazy, then make it really thick and crazy, boy. You don't want it so thick and crazy, then don't have it be so thick and crazy. It's all up to you. Literally every time. Look at that. Look at those differences. The differences are key, my friends. This one's gonna be so thick. It's gonna take a week or two to dry. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah! Look at it. Isn't that cool? Again, you could do it. I know you can. Don't tell me you can't. Because I already know in my heart you guys can do this. I swear on my life. Okay, let's get a little bit of our odorless mineral spirits. A little bit of our blue, because we've got that bright green, like phthalo green eye. We'll take our blue. We'll come down in here. Remember, we've got to line up with these guys. You can't just go straight down. So start your darkness, wiggle back, and then catch in. Okay? Same thing, back before we start going down, back before we start going down. And the angle of your little eye veins tell a big story. The further we get into the center, the more vertical they are. Right? The further we get out here, the more they go back before they come into play. Right? Before they roll around. You can do little things off of them, like little branches or little veins or whatever. Just make sure that they're lining up correctly with your ones that are coming from below. You can have as many, you can have as little. They can be as big and thick as you want them to be. They can be as small and tiny. All they are little bits of this foam that have rolled up underneath and are now changing color into a shadow because the moonlight is hitting them from underneath the water. All right, so again, you guys decide how many little bits, how big, how bright they all get. And then when you feel like you're done, then you're done. Now, you guys have to start coming up with a title for this painting for me, okay? Because if you purchase it during the show, you get to name it forever. It becomes your painting to name. But if not, then we need to name it as a group, right? So I need you guys to help me come up with a title. What do you think it might be? There we go. Much easier to control the pressure on the smaller palette tool than it is that big old monster. But still, guys, that is neat. If we can get any bits of our pure white to drop off without mixing in, you can do this with your smaller tool. It's just going to take a lot of paint, a lot of practice on your pressure. Your pressure is key to success. You want to drag over the thing, not mush it in, but graze over the top of it so whatever is on your palette scrapey tool falls off and gets put onto the painting that way, right? If you're trying to mush it, it's all going to go the same color, or it's going to get too wild. You don't want to do that, okay? And remember, we've got a smaller version of this painting available in the store as well. It's this guy right here, right? So it's on a 16 by 20 inch canvas, a little bit smaller, crazy tides and all sorts of stuff in there, right? This one is number 1829. This one is 1831. And that's just how many number of paintings I've painted over the years, man. That's not the price. That's just the number that it is. We associate them with numbers. Aqua Crash. You guys are awesome at titling, dude. Cosmic Currents. I like that one too. I like that one too, guys. All right, so you guys come up with a title. Remember, if you purchase this one, it may take a few extra days to dry because of its severely thick paint. Right there. Zip, zap, zoop. Get them out there flying, bro. That's cool. That is fantastic. I love that for me. Okay. Here, make our little signature, and we'll be all. There. Can you see it? Right, so you guys come up with a title. Like I said, if you purchase this one, you get to pick its title forever. You get to come back and tell us what it should be, right? Plus, it's my birthday tomorrow, guys. So as an early birthday present, I would hope that one of you guys would want to grab this painting. Just as an early birthday gift for myself. Can you believe I'm going to be 40 years old tomorrow?
advanced, though.
Too advanced. Who are we calling?
Did we call someone? I never even connected to it.
Is it my dad going live?
Is someone trying to call you?
No, it's not my number.
That's weird.
Yes, we may be of adult age, but we are not grown up. That's for sure. Okay, what do you guys got for titles? Let me finish cleaning off these brushes. Like I said, if you want to grab this one as a birthday present to myself, please get over to paintwithjosh.com and grab that. Now, for my birthday, I'm going to be going down to the beach, hanging out and stay overnight. It's going to be awesome. God, there's so much thick paint onto this thing. There we go. God, it's foul, the amount of white paint that we used on this painting for sure. Okay. Cleaned up. Ready to go. So yeah, it's my birthday, guys. I'll cry if I want to. You guys probably aren't old enough to remember that song. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hit me with some titles. Like I said, if you purchase it on my birthday, I'll just love you forever. And you get to come up with the title, right? So, let's see. Birthday, boom, boom, boom. There's so much paint on this canvas, you guys. So much paint. So much. Just trying to add a little bit of brightness to some of these as they roll up and then turn into those shadowy bits. That's what you gotta do. Very lightly, just kind of go over them until they almost fade away and kind of blend in with our little shadowy section and clean up the top edge just by one more little mix. You're all set, guys. Man, that's a cool painting. You just wanted one wave with no beach and some rough look. This is for you right here. This is for you. So, one last brush to clean. And we gotta do the liner brush, and then we'll be all set. Too good, you guys. Too good. You guys know me, I always gotta finger paint a little bit. Some portion of it's gotta be finger painted. I love that spray. It just came out stellar. Just like it gives the effect. It's just whipping it into the beach. Yeah. Okay. Come up with a title and we get to hang out of here, guys. Alright, Midnight Surf. I like that. That's cool. It's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. So I'm not doing another one tonight. This is the only one tonight because, like I said, I'm going to go down to the coast and go stay down at the beach and leave my studio area. Look at how much paint was just on the side. Look at that. Just on the side of the canvas. That's how much paint is on this sucker. Now, yeah. So remember, I lowered the prices on a lot of paintings, so your favorite might have changed over on paintwithjosh.com. Get over there and check them out. We've got some down at $79, some at $129, some at $149, some at $200, so $209, $230. Then more bigger they get, the more expensive they get. So please head over, check it out for me, and go back in and pick a chital over here. Let's see what you guys got for chitals. We're chitling it. Awesome sauce. Tidal wave. I like that. More a midnight joyride. Midnight eye. I like those too. Those are really cool, you guys. The wave. Thanks, Sir Emmett. Appreciate ya. Big Sir. That's cool. Crashing into me. The lunar barrel. Barrels, bro. It's barrels. Always one thing I see that I gotta go touch. Reminds me of Moana. I like that. It's your bird. Who's that? Who's that? Michelle Weichel. Happy birthday. Appreciate you. Curling moon. I like that too. I love the sky. It goes that light color, fades into darkness, and then you get that real dark patch right at the top of our wave, which just makes it stand out more. The wave shape is perfection. Hot diggity dog. I like this one. I like it, my guys and gals and painting pals. Okay. I don't have any more paper towels to wipe my fingers on, but I keep touching the painting. Turquoise Dream. I like it. Dude, aquatically fierce. Man, oh man, Moonlight Wave or Moonlit Wave. Dude, it's like just a wall of water. Ocean Drive. I like that. Let's come up here and we're gonna go. Hello, you guys. What? Who got this painting, you guys? Let me go look here. Something just happened. And I think. Uh-oh. This one found a forever home. Thank you, Cosmic Light. Cosmic Lighthouse in the building. Oh, she's awesome. I think she's the only one keeping my doors open. Man. Okay, so now Cosmic has to decide the title. It's no longer up to me. She's got to choose what she feels like matches the painting the best, which is always my favorite because I can never pick. Even when you guys give me a whole long list of titles, I can never choose. So I'm always hoping that the painting does go find a forever home, and then that person has to come up with the title versus me. Right? It takes the pressure off of me for picking the name. So, Cosmic Lighthouse, what are you gonna name this painting? Is my question. Sea of Shadows. Oh my God, there's three titles right there. Sea of Shadows, Nautical Serenade, or Cosmic Currents. That's cool. I like that. See, guys? See how just by typing in a title can get you pinned to the top of all these comments, and then you get chosen by the purchaser to choose your title to pick for their. Isn't that cool? I always think it's cool. Maybe I'm just a big goober, but I always think it's cool. I mean, okay, 100%. I am just a big goober, but still, I think it's cool. There we go. Green? Confused. Okay, let's get over here. The spray on this one is just incredible. It's 1831, right? Or is it 30? Let's have a double look here. 31. I just painted 1830 in our class. I had a virtual class earlier today, and it came out awesome. And we painted a cool little winter scene, which just was amazing. Cosmic Currents, painted on the day before or after tomorrow. We're all gonna go check out paintwithjosh.com because it's the bestest place of all time. Can't believe tomorrow, May 3rd, 2024, I'll be 40 years old, and it's just gonna be insane. I can't believe it, honestly. So, everybody over on YouTube, I love you guys. I can't wait to see your version of this painting. Please send it in to Facebook. You can find me at officialpaintwithjosh or on Instagram at paintwithjoshk. I can't wait to see your versions and have a lot of fun while we go do it, right? Until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have a good day. Bye. My goodness.